welcome to this week of the St. Michael's Mike podcast. Today your hosts are
Isabella,
Alana and me, Ayush.
Firstly, we will have an interview with Dan. Dan is someone that came to our school and did a project with us.
Hello and welcome to St. Mike's Mike. Today we're interviewing Dan. Dan, what is your job?
I am a music composer.
What is a music composer?
That's a good question. Music composer is a person who composes music, and that means it's not just playing instruments, it is making up tunes and making up backing tracks. So quite often I will make the whole song, and I will do the drums and the bass and the guitar and the piano and all the different instruments in it. And I do that for theatres and a little bit for television and a little bit for radio and a little bit for apps and sometimes in schools like here.
So, what's your favourite part of your job?
I've got lots of different parts that I really enjoy. One of the parts that I really enjoy is coming into schools and working with people like yourselves and teaching you how to do it. But I think I really like when you've worked really hard on a project and you get to see it alongside all the other stuff. So you get to see it with the action and with all of the visual graphic effects and all the other elements, and you see it at the premiere on the first night of the first performance. That's always really, really exciting, so I like that bit.
Did you always want to be a music composer?
Well, I've always been really interested in music. I always used to play in bands, but I didn't actually start out being a music composer. I was going to be in business, and I was going to be an accountant. That's, to me, there was a choice at some point. Did I want to do that for the rest of my life, or did I want to be a musician and play music? And I decided that I was going to be a musician and play music and write music instead.
How long have you been a music composer?
I've been a music composer. Let's see if you can work it out, okay? So I am 49 years old, and I started being a music composer when I was 20 years old. So, how long have I been doing it for?
29 years.
Excellent. They teach you well here, don't they, at this school? Very good.
How did you become a music composer?
Well, I went to college, basically, to do it. Or sometimes you can just leave school and start a job and just learn on the job. Or you can get an apprenticeship or something like that.
Thank you for tuning in St. Mike's weekly interview. And thank you, Dan, for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
That was a great interview. Now we will have a quiz about African landmarks.
African landmarks. Was the pyramids made by slaves? No, they were not. They were made by workers that were paid very well.
Was Lake Victoria found by Africans or Europeans? Europeans. The falls were the first seen by Europeans in 1855.
Is Mount Kilimanjaro the tallest mountain in Africa? Yes, it is the biggest mountain in Africa.
Wow, I learned lots about African landmarks. Now time for an advert.
Do you have a naughty gorilla which won't stop picking its nose? Go to nellysnaughtynoseplugs.com and get your gorilla Nelly's Naughty Nose Plug today for just £4.99. Includes an electrical shock if your gorilla tries to pick its nose. So come have a free trial for your gorilla.
The advert for the gorilla nose plugs was shocking. Now we will hear the story of the hungry giant.
In a forest far, far away, a giant lived in a cave. So hungry, he ate all the food except for a tiger and her cubs.
The tiger was so hungry she decided to steal some food from the giant. She waited till he was sound asleep, and then she sneaked inside the giant's lair and she found his stash of food.
After she found the stash of food, she took some back for her cubs, came back to the cave and grabbed more.
After a while, the giant wakes up and he goes to get some food and sees his food is gone and orange fur, and he bellows.
I will find you, and when I do, there will be no escape.
The giant is stomping through the forest looking for the tiger, knocking down trees and shouting his arm. He was very hungry.
The giant finds the cave and pushes his arm in as he is too big, and finds a trail of fur and food.
He waves his hand violently inside the cave and it crumbles down on him and he shouts,
I will have my revenge.
To be continued.
I wonder what happens next. Anyways, time for some facts about lions.
Hello, this is Alfie, Ayush and Saskia.
This week we are going to tell you some awesome facts
About lions and their habitats and what they do.
Did you know that a female lion eats 5 kilograms?
A male lion eats 7 kilograms.
Oh, and a female lion is faster than a male lion.
A lion is 30 stones of weight.
The lions are the king of the jungle because of their roar and strength.
Those facts were very interesting. Let's listen to some funny jokes.
What is Forrest Grump's email password?
I don't know.
1Forrest1.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of St. Michael's Mike. We hope you enjoyed it. Bye.